Hi there, this is Pauric here from Boyle Payroll Project Management. bppm.ie is the website address. And today I want to talk to you about public holiday entitlements. To keep up to date with payroll matters in Ireland, please hit the subscribe button. Or you can join the Facebook group called Payroll Matters in Ireland. I work full-time. What am I entitled to? Most full-time employees are entitled to paid leave on public holidays. A paid day off on the public holiday, an additional day of annual leave, an additional day's pay, or a paid day off within a month of the public holiday. I work part-time. What pay am I entitled to? Part-time employees who have worked for their employer at least 40 hours in total in the previous 5 weeks before the public holiday qualifies for public holiday benefit. They are entitled to one of the following: a paid day off on the public holiday, an additional day of annual leave, or an additional day's pay, or a paid day off within a month of the public holiday. Qualifying part-time employees who do not normally work on the public holiday receive 1/5 of their weekly pay. Even if they are never rostered to work on a public holiday, they are entitled to 1/5 of their weekly pay as compensation for the public holiday. If weekly pay varies, then the employer uses an average of the weekly pay over the last 13 weeks prior to the public holiday and divides it by 5. If your employment finishes during the week ending of the day before a public holiday and you have worked for your employer for the previous 4 weeks, you are entitled to receive pay for the public holidays. This also applies to part-time employees who have worked at least 40 hours in the previous 5 weeks. I am on long-term sick leave. Am I entitled to public holiday pay? You are not entitled to pay or time off for the public holiday if you were on sick leave immediately before the public holiday for more than 26 weeks or 6 months due to an ordinary illness or an accident, or you have been off work for more than 52 weeks or a year due to an occupational accident. I'm currently on parental leave. Am I entitled to public holiday entitlement? You are entitled to leave for any public holiday that occurs while you are on maternity leave, parental leave, paternity leave, adoptive leave, or parents' leave. I was laid off 2 months ago. Am I entitled to public holiday entitlement? During layoff or short-time working, you still are employed by your employer and your contract of employment remains in force. This means that you are entitled to benefit for any public holiday that occurs during the first 13 weeks of layoff. I am working 11-hour shifts. What am I entitled to? When a person works on a public holiday, they are entitled to be paid for the day in accordance with their agreed rates. In addition, they also have an entitlement to benefit for the public holiday. This can be different for each public holiday and each employee depending on the individual's work pattern. A question like this needs to be qualified by details of whether the employee is part-time or whole-time and what their work pattern is. Scenario 1. Let us add that this employee works on a week-on, week-off basis as a whole-time employee who works 11-hour and 10.5-hour shifts over 2 weeks on a week-on, week-off basis. This employee works 11-hour shifts on the public holidays. For this whole-time shift-working employee who works on the public holiday, the minimum statutory entitlement is their usual pay and one of the following decided on by their employer: an additional 7.8 hours of annual leave or an additional 7.8 hours pay. Scenario 2. Let us add that this employee's counterpart works on a week-on, week-off basis as a whole-time employee who works 11-hour and 10.5-hour shifts over 2 weeks on a week-on, week-off basis. This employee, however, is off on the public holidays. For this whole-time shift working employee who is on their week off and does not work on the public holiday, The minimum statutory entitlement is their usual pay and one of the following decided on by their employer: an additional 7.8 hours of annual leave, an additional 7.8 hours of pay. Just to note, a standard day is 7.8 hours for a whole-time employee. That's 39 hours divided by 5. I work 8-hour shifts from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. What are public holiday start and finish times for shift workers? While there is no statutory rule regarding this, it depends on what is outlined in your terms and conditions of employment. For payroll matters in Ireland, public holidays is normally defined as any roster which commences between midnight on the eve of the public holiday and midnight on the public holiday. Finally, I believe that public holidays should be referred to as public holidays, as referring to them as any other name adds further confusion for determining public holiday entitlements. Thank you. See you next time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye bye.